and Negroni.
I was going to say the same thing.
Magliato.
Mmm.
With Prosecco in it.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah.
You choked on popcorn, yes, and then...
Sorry.
I don't think Jesus turned water into Prosecco. I've always said that. I've always said that.
Hello, crowd. I would like you to know that I just farted.
Don't clap for that. Don't encourage him.
They are clapping for it.
Don't encourage him and his nastiness.
Oh, they smell bad. They keep coming. They keep coming. Thank you.
No.
Oh my God, they smell bad. Oh, Joey saw it.
You put it already in the thing?
Yeah. I made a meme. For the people
listening.
listening, I made a meme about a situation that happened while I was at IMMC, and I sent it to
watch
everyone that
it.
was in our group.
I'm watching it right now.
It says me after throwing a roll at someone's face while drunk on mimosas. It would be drunk off of? Drunk from?
Drunk on. No, that works. I reacted to it.
Oh,
And that's
Abby saw it. Abby saw it. Abby's the one who got hit in the face with a roll.
Run. Okay.
So welcome back to another fresh episode of the Yapaholics. We've already started yapping. Was that her that just responded?
Yes.
She said, "Oh my."
That's perfect, LMFAO. Run.
That's exactly what I did, though.
You did. I know. I tried to go after you, and then you wouldn't let me in your room. Did we talk about this last time?
I feel like we talked about it recently, yeah.
I think we just talked about it. Well, now there's a meme.
It's okay. Me and her had a little heart-to-heart in my room about it.
I know.
Any whore. Where's my show notes at? I've seemed to have lost
Oh my
them.
God. I just looked for my mouse to click on the show notes. I have no mouse.
What have
I've
you been
never
using?
used a mouse. Use the trackpad.
Oh.
Why did I just look for a mouse, though?
You wanna know what kind of mouse I have?
No.
A
What?
magic mouse. Extra fancy.
I hate that mouse.
I bought this years ago.
Because you
I
have to
love
plug it in from underneath. It's
I hate that.
yucky.
Yes.
Because they want you to use it wireless. He, if you guys are just listening, he was holding up the Apple mouse.
It's called a magic mouse.
Not very magic when you have to flip it over like a dead bug to charge it.
That's fine. It takes like 2 minutes to charge.
Wait, I wasn't done talking about farts.
Oh, you weren't? What else we got to talk about? Farts.
Because you were talking about your farts. Also, guys, we've been talking for like an hour before we started this.
Yeah,
but
we
like
ate
we can't really
breakfast and
talk.
lunch.
Yeah, we can't really talk because we have to save it for the pod. So a lot of it's just like, oh, and then we just type it in the thing.
Well, and then
it's
there was
like, oh, yeah,
also
this-
like, you would start talking about something like, stop, save it for the podcast.
we're like, write that down. No, but we're talking about like farts and
Because I was
how-
farting.
Yeah, because he was farting and like he was just like, oh, that one really stinks because it was like silent. And
Yeah.
I was like, so our thought process was like, okay, why are the silent ones like a little like, and then it just smells so bad, but then you can fart like huge and loud and it has no smell. Like what?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't
What's
know.
up
What's
with
the
that?
science behind that? I have an idea. We're going to bring on a special guest just to tell us.
The science behind the sound of farts
Yes.
relating to the smell.
Let me get her on the phone. Let me get her on the phone real quick.
Who's an expert on this?
Hey, so what is why do silent farts smell worse than loud farts?
Oh, going for the hard-hitting questions, aren't we? All right, Daddy, here's the scoop. Silent ones can be stinkier because they're usually smaller but pack a potent punch of sulfur-rich compounds. Loud farts tend to have more air, which dilutes the smell. Science class dismissed.
Oh
Physically,
my
the fact that
God.
she called me daddy.
I know. This has happened before. You've played that thing where we're
Daddy,
like,
what's next on your
Oh.
agenda?
oh my God.
I'm in the
not
middle of recording
daddy.
a podcast that you are now being a guest on. Would you like to say anything to the crowd?
Well, hello there, lovely listeners. This is your unexpected guest, here to spice up your day with some sassy insights and maybe a few eye-roll worthy jokes. Buckle up, because you never know what's coming next.
Can you tell us one of your eye-rolling jokes? Because now I'm curious.
Oh, you asked for it. Here goes. Why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. Yeah, I went there.
That was
Glad you
stupid.
enjoy- Hey,
That was
you
so
wanted
cringe.
an eye-roll worthy joke, and I delivered. But if you're looking for something a bit more sophisticated, I'm all ears.
All right, give me a sophisticated joke.
All right, stepping up the game. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because
He was outstanding.
outstanding in his field. A bit
Lame.
more refined, don't you think?
I thought that was stupid. I've heard that one before.
Well, Daddy, tough crowd today. How about you tell me
Well,
a joke that
Daddy.
meets your high standards? I'm all ears.
All right, here's a joke that meets my high standards. Your mother.
Ah, going for the classic your mother joke. Bold move, Daddy. You really know how to keep things interesting.
Why was there so much sass in that response?
Well, Daddy, you did ask for sass and attitude. Just keeping up with the vibe you requested.
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh my God.
Hey,
okay.
Daddy, let's keep it cool. We can have some fun banter without going down that road. What's next on your mind?
I'm hanging up on you.
Got it. If you
Okay,
need anything
bye.
else, just let me.
Wow. So now we know
It's so
that
funny.
a small fart that's silent packs more sulfur, and the air dilutes the sulfur, making it smell less.
That is honestly the best thing I've learned in a really long time.
That's
like
a fun fact that
truthfully.
I'm going to start telling people.
I'm gonna start one of my lectures with that and be like, "Do you know why farts are?" Students are gonna be like,
Your lead instructor's going to be like, what do you... Stop talking, please.
they'll be like, "What? How does this relate to the lesson?" And I'm like, "Just like a fart packs a punch." You guys
So
will
should
like
your video.
relate it. So should your video. Yeah, I just like somehow relate it. That's so funny.
Oh, this is stupid. Okay.
Um,
Are we done with farts now? Or are we
are,
gonna keep
are
being
I don't
children?
know. Are we? Are
I mean,
we?
I'm not done farting.
Yeah, we're done with farts.
Okay. What's next on the list?
So I guess just like what we've been up to, I put same health journey, nothing new. I am lame. Honestly,
Oh,
nothing exciting.
Let's talk about health journey. I'm down to weighing like 171, which is nice. My goal is to get to like 160. So we're slowly getting there. I hit this wall at like 170, 171, where I can't really lose much
Okay.
more. So we're pushing.
Yeah.
We're pushing on. But I made fajitas the other night. So the first batch of fajitas I made, I thawed the chicken out from the freezer, and then I sliced it up, cooked it. It was great. It was good. Then the next night I was like, well, I'm hungry and I need to eat, and I forgot to set out my fajita meat. That rhymed. Anyway, so I didn't set out the fajita meat, and I was like, you know what? It's going to be easier to cut when it's frozen anyway. So I'll just cut it frozen. So I put my gloves on. I pull out the chicken. I start slicing. It won't cut. My knife is not sharp enough. So I'm like, fuck this. And I just throw these 2 whole chunks of chicken in the Instapot with everything else for fajitas. Cook it. And I'm like, well, it's frozen, so I'm going to let it cook the entire chicken time instead of usually let it cook for like 5 minutes. I let it cook, and I'm like, well, let me pull it out at 6 minutes just to see. So I opened it up. It was not cooked all the way through. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to let it cook again for like another like 5 minutes just to let it finish cooking. Because it was close. It almost had reached temp.
Yeah.
And so I let it cook, and I forgot about it. And I look, and it says it had 2 minutes left on the timer, which means it cooked for 15 minutes longer than I wanted it to.
Oh no.
And so I opened it, and it was overcooked, and I just shredded it. And then I remembered, oh yeah, my tortillas are bad. They're all crusty now from sitting in the fridge. I don't want those. So I made like a little fajita bowl. And the cheese was the one thing that saved the dry meat because it was kind of slimy, like a chunk
Ew.
of fat would be on a steak. So it was good. I mean, it was just odd because I ate a fajita bowl instead of fajitas, but you know. And that was right before I'm gonna roll straight into another topic. That was the night before. I hate that I'm like looking down to like try to speak into this mic, and the camera's like angled down. Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna make me sound better. I think it does because I can already hear myself.
I think it does.
Anyway, so the next day we had a. Okay. Let me rewind a little bit. The day of the fajitas, that morning we ran a CFT, which is one of our fitness tests that we do in the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was exhausted from the day from that, and then found out in the middle of the day. I didn't really find out. I knew this, but I found out we were still doing it. That we had a hike the next day, or a ruck, where we were wearing flak with sappies in the front and the back, and then we were wearing an assault pack, so like a little backpack with goodies inside of it to add weight. And we were going to go for 4 to 5 miles.
Dang.
To which my head was already like, I'm not going to survive this because I've always sucked at hikes. Like in boot camp, I only did not fail boot camp because my drill instructor would sit right beside me and be like, come on, we got to go faster. And he wouldn't let me fall behind him. Because if you fall behind the last drill instructor, you fail the hike and you have to get in the Vic and then you're done. You got to start over. You got to get dropped in boot camp, whatever. And so same thing happened in MCT. I actually did get dropped at MCT for a hike. But I've always sucked at them. So I knew this was going to suck. So I ate the fajitas, no carbs the night before. That was all just like protein, cheese, chicken, cheese, and bell pepper. So like all protein, no carbs.
Yeah.
I hydrated. I had some Pedialyte. I had a peach water, which I guess that's not really hydrating. But I tried to hydrate before. The next day, so Friday, yesterday, we did the hike. My feet still hurt from it, by the way. We're going. I have a really good friend of mine I work with, and like we're really close. We're really good friends. Anyway, so me and her were like trying to stay with each other because you're supposed to stay in like a formation as a group. And so we kept like falling behind and they'd be, catch up. And so we'd have to run to catch up to the group. And then eventually they just started passing us. And we were sitting there we had the same pace. We were talking and joking at the beginning, but by about we got done with like half a mile and we were both like, we stopped joking. We stopped laughing. We were just like,
this is serious now.
We were in our heads, like going internal. I don't know if she was as much as I was. I was bad. I went really bad internal during the hike, which for those of you who don't know, when you go internal, it's when you get stuck in your head. Hang on, I got to sneeze.
Oh my God, bless you. Bless
Anyway,
you.
so when you go internal, you get stuck in your head and all you can do is think. Like someone will speak to you and you'll want to respond, but it'll happen in your head and your mouth won't say nothing because you're just stuck in your head. Anyway, so that happened to me about half a mile in, and we're just sitting here trotting along, and our lieutenant goes, I know you two are buddy. I know one of you is staying behind for the other, so you better speed up so you catch up. And then we just kept staying the same pace. And then he said it again, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to slow down so she can pass me to appease him. So I slowed down a little bit, and she sped up a little bit. And then turns out later, he was like, I actually realize now that I don't think that you guys were staying behind for each other. I think you were just going the same pace. And I was like, yeah. we were. Because we both suck at hiking. Anyway, I fall really far behind, and I'm just stuck internal, like just thinking. When you go internal, a lot of times you have a lot of really dark thoughts. I had a lot of really dark thoughts. Very violent, very mean towards other people. Anyway, so I fall way behind, and then eventually we get to the end. Whatever, it sucked. We did 4.2 miles. My feet still hurt. I didn't wear the right socks, so I had blisters on my feet. Those don't feel as bad today as they did yesterday. And then after the hike, we had to go to work, and it was either pay $10 and wear business casual, like civilian attire, or wear your dress uniform. And me, my friend, and my sergeant, we all decided beforehand that we were all just going to wear our dress uniform. Because A, we didn't want to pay, and B, it was like one of the last times of the season that we'd get to wear that uniform. Yeah. So we all wore our dress uniforms. And let me tell you, those shoes are so fucking uncomfortable, and my feet hurt.
Yeah.
And I did not want to move. And we normally we get out early on a Friday, so we usually get out like around 12:31.
Mm-hmm.
But we stayed the whole day. We didn't get out till 3:30. And that last like 2 hours, I was standing on my feet the entire time. And I was just like, I need to sit down.
This is the end.
This is the end. And my plan, okay, so we're rolling into like 2 different topics now. I'm just telling my whole story here. So I was planning on like coming home, changing into some clothes, changing into some normal clothes, going out, getting some Taco Bell, coming back, playing the new Call of Duty, and drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I came home. I changed into pajamas immediately. I laid on my couch, played like a round of Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty, got on my phone to watch YouTube, and fell asleep. And woke up and I was like, shit, it's 6:30. And so I called Pookie and we sat there and talked, and I was like, I don't know what to get. And so I went and got Taco Bell at like 8 o'clock, got back at 9, and then played more Call of Duty and drank until like 11. And then I watched the Joe Rogan and Donald Trump interview for like 10 minutes, got hella bored, and passed out.
It was boring.
I don't like listening to Trump. His voice annoys me.
I
And
kind of
the way
want to
he
watch
talks-
it, just curious.
Like I don't know, he sounds kind of dumb in the way he talks.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know dumb. But whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got really bored with it, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to sleep now. And so that's been my past 2 days. We'll talk later more about the new Call of Duty and the Joe Rogan interview, I guess.
Wow, you've had an eventful
2
few
days.
days. I feel like I had nothing really eventful going on.
Our plan was when we first started the Yapaholics back as the Yapaholics. Our plan was record on Fridays, release on Mondays. And so far, it's been record on Saturdays, release on Mondays.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I texted you on Thursday, and I was like, "Hey, are we still down to record tomorrow for Friday?" And you were like, "Actually, can we push?" And let me tell you, I was like, "You know what? That's fine because Call of Duty came out, and I'm down to play Call of Duty, so I could talk about
whenever
it."
either of us want to push, we're always just like, yes.
Like this morning,
We're like, yeah,
you texted me at what 8:30, 9, 8. I think it was
11:30 my time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Or
I
something
woke
like that.
up at like 8:30 when my alarm went off, and I saw a text that said, "Can we push like an hour? I still have a headache." And I was like, "Yes, thank God, sleep." And then I went back to sleep. Woke up at like 10 and was like, "Oh, we're supposed to be recording right now. Let me text her."
I know we said Fridays, but like after it feels like a long ass week. You just want to like get home on a Friday and you're just like, oh, finally I can kind of just chill. And then it's not like the podcast is like that hard to do or anything on a Friday, but sometimes I just want to like rot on like every Friday. I'm like, I'm ready to just fucking rot. But then filming on Saturdays is nice because it's like, I know I film a little later. Like you wake up and just go right into filming, but then you have the whole rest of your day. I like wake up, I have some coffee, and then I just feel really good. And then we get to like record. So I just feel like I'm in a better headspace when we record at this time. Not to say we can't still aim for Fridays, but I just feel better recording like in the day, not after a long work day.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but I'd rather do it on Friday night so I can drink while we're doing it.
You can drink right now. What
No,
time
I
is it?
can't. I have things to do today. I just woke up. Like wake up, drink a beer. That's not my life. I'm not an alcoholic like that.
We drank that one time.
That was different. That was brunch, and I planned that out the day before. So I was like, okay, I'm good. I don't have to worry about
Okay,
anything.
fair. Okay, so maybe this next Friday. Let's see.
Maybe.
November 1st.
Ooh. Starting out the
could
new
have
month
some, like-
strong.
We could have some like fall cocktails or something.
We already did fall. It's time to go into Christmas.
In November 1st, I guess.
Merry Chrysler.
You want to do like
Merry
a Christmas
Christmas.
cocktail?
I don't like I don't really want to drink.
You just said you wanted to record on Friday so you could drink. That's why I was like, okay, we'll do next Friday. I literally am going off what you said. We could do like
Yeah.
cute little Christmas cocktail or something. You don't
I
have to
don't
drink. You can
know.
just.
Maybe
Yeah.
a beer? I don't know. I don't have any like Christmas themed beers. Wait, when does
That's,
the new
I'm saying.
when does the new Starbucks winter menu come out?
I don't know. Usually, I think November.
Speaking of winter items, Red Bull has released their winter edition.
Oh, I saw
Have
that.
you tried it?
No, I haven't yet.
It's all right. I just don't see how it's a winter flavor. Like it's good, and I don't usually like the seasonal flavors that they have, but it's pretty good. And
You only rated it what, 7 out of 10?
it's a 7 out of 10. It's iced vanilla berry, and I just don't see how that tastes like winter.
Vanilla. I
It's
gotta
a
try
very
it. I
summery,
actually
like
heard
snow coney flavor.
people are really loving it though, but like
Yeah, I just don't
other
see how
things
it's
I've seen
winter.
online. I'll try it out if I remember. I'm probably not gonna remember. Ew, my soda like left like a snot.
When does
looking
Starbucks
thing.
release winter drinks? November 2nd. So we'll record on the Saturday then.
Oh yeah, so we go that morning.
Yeah.
Oh
we
my.
go that
Okay.
morning. We
Well,
get our little Starbies and we record.
our little Starbies.
Starbies.
Oh, this is so off topic. Talking about November, I'm just looking at my calendar and it's reminding me things for Veterans Day. My dad every year he walks in a veterans parade in New York City,
Ooh.
and I think it's usually like different like businesses or whatever, right? That like will have a float and then
Mhm.
have veterans. So he works at, I think I've talked about it, Verizon as like, but on the internet side, whatever, he manages like a team of people there. So Verizon is like their float and they hire like a lot of veterans. So they participate in the parade. My dad asked me to do it with him this year.
Ooh, are you?
So I was just like, yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to, because it sounds like every year he has fun. I think he's done it twice and it's on TV. And I've like seen him before, like on TV. But usually what they do is like, because he lives in New Jersey, he takes like the train over there, I think.
Mhm.
Something like that. So then they don't have to deal with parking. And then him and this group of people, it's usually just like older people that he works with. They go to like a couple bars or something and just kind of like hang out and then they walk like in the parade. So
Well, that sounds like fun.
I told him I would do it. So we just got to talking about November and then it
Yeah.
just made me think like, oh, that's like not like the weekend kind of after that.
Yeah, you know what's
So-
funny is actually that weekend is very busy for me too.
Mm-hmm.
So on the 7th, Maddie is flying in for the ball. And then the 8th is the ball.
Okay.
So Maddie gets in like 10, 11 on the 7th in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to drive out to Vegas to pick her up. We have a hotel for the
Mm-hmm.
night there. And then we'll go to the ball on the 8th. We have a hotel there so I can get wasted and not have to worry about driving back.
Nice.
And then I come back on the 9th, come back here. I'll drive back. And then on the 10th, I think it's the 11th. On the 11th is a Veterans Day parade in Palm Springs that I have to go and take video of.
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah, I
Think it'd
mean,
be
I
a
guess.
Cool video. So are we
I
gonna
don't wanna
record the
do it
9th that
'cause-
week?
Well, I don't know because I'll be driving on the 9th. I'm not waking up till like noon and then I got to drive all the way back.
When does Pookie leave?
The morning of the 9th, like early, like
Oh,
6 a.m. Because
okay.
she has a football game that she's going with family to go see or something. And so she has to fly out to there.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could always record that Sunday.
I mean,
Or
we
can
could
talk about this
record on the
offline.
7th. We could record on the 7th.
Oh. Yeah.
And me and Pookie could be in the same room.
Yeah. Let's do
double
that.
micing it up.
Let's do that. Let's plan for that.
All
Stay
right.
tuned. Get excited.
I am staying tuned. That was
wow,
completely
this has
off
been
topic.
all over the place.
We have
Yeah,
so
I know.
many topics to go through. Okay. So you put fall on here. I don't know what you want to talk about fall.
It's just starting to get, because I don't really have any updates like for me here. So I'm just
Yeah. It's
wanted
kind
to say it's starting to get fall vibes here.
Oh my God. Let me tell you.
The trees are changing. I mean, we were here
The
last year.
tire pressure
so-
warnings are flashing.
Oh yeah, very annoying.
My tire pressure has been low for the past 2 weeks. I just won't go fill them up yet.
Oh, mine has been on for months, and people are like, "You should probably go do something about that." And I'm like, "No, I've done nothing so far, and it's been fine." So, and they're like, "No, you should like do something," and I'm like, "No, I don't wanna."
Well, you know how like
I
when
got him. What were you saying?
you know how like when it gets colder, the air shrinks, and so your tire
Yeah.
pressure goes lower. Well, for me, it started out like in the mornings, my tire pressure would be low, and then by the afternoons, it would warm up enough that they were back to normal. But now we've hit that point where it's low enough in the morning, it shrinks, and then it doesn't get warm enough in the day, so it stays shrunk, and it's been like that for 2 weeks. They said at like 26 to 28 psi, and they're supposed to be at like 35.
I think it's fine, but don't listen to me.
I'm probably going to go fill them up next week before I go to Vegas.
I should probably fill mine up and make sure I don't have like a slow leak, because I went and got an oil change and they put air in my tires, and they're like, one of your tires was like 16 psi, and I'm like, okay, and
It's bad. That's really bad.
and then they reset it in my system, so like the light came off.
Yeah.
It's back on, so I don't know if I
Maybe
need to
you
like
should go check
refill
that
that.
out.
Like, I mean, I think it's fine.
You're going to like go refill it and you're going to see a nail just in your tire and be like, oh, so that's what was causing that.
Yeah, I should probably get that looked at, but let's be honest,
Will you? Probably not.
it's not gonna happen.
To make an old callback
gonna
joke,
happen.
probably not.
Probably. Oh, our 3 listeners are like, ha. Oh, also, in my Instagram bio, it still says probably drinking Prosecco.
That's unfortunate.
I just noticed, like, earlier. I'm like,
I don't
wait,
think I have
what?
the Yapaholics in my podcast. I mean, in my bio. I think I just have it on the show's Instagram bio.
I need to change it. Whatever, I'll do that
So
later.
let's talk about things we've been watching. Let's see. I've watched some like TV shows. I've been keeping up with a lot of TV shows. I started watching The Franchise, and I thought there was more than 3 episodes out, but I watched all 3 that were out. It's about like a movie, like it's basically making fun of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and like the making of the movies.
Yeah.
So it's kind of stupid, but it's funny. And then I watched a movie. It's on Netflix. It's directed by and stars Anna Kendrick from, the Pitch Perfect franchise
Yeah.
and Twilight. She was in
I
that
think I
too.
heard about this.
Anyway, it's a serious movie. It's not a funny movie. It's about this lady who was on a game show back in the day called The Dating Show or something like that. Anyway, and turns out one of the contestants was a what's it called? Like a serial killer. He would
Yeah.
rape and then kill a lot of girls. But anyway, so she
Oh my God.
ends up matching with him on the show. Kind of realizes something's off and tries to get away. Whatever. She escapes. I think. And then he eventually gets caught. Anyway, it's all right. Like,
It's all right.
how to say this without getting in trouble. It makes every man in the movie a bad guy, like a villain. Like
Really?
anytime there's a guy on screen, he's presented as a slimy, trashy person.
It's rated 90% Rotten Tomatoes, 6.7 IMDb.
Like the storytelling, and like they do these weird time jumps that are weird. I mean, overall,
I really wanted to watch that.
I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, I would.
Also,
agree with
you
that.
never said the name of it.
Oh, it's called Woman of the Hour.
I only know because I see it in the show notes.
But I just
no,
really,
I think I was seeing some clips on TikTok about it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks interesting," but forgot about it until you just
Yeah.
like brought it up.
I just really hate when movies do that, where they like make every man a bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I've been watching. It was all right. 6.5 out of 10. You can check it out if you want. Yeah.
I want to, but let's be honest. It's not going to happen. Mine says, what we've been watching, Killer Docs, YouTube, I Am Lame.
You are.
Yeah,
lame.
I watch a lot of YouTube, but I've been watching this. I think I said it on the last episode. It's called I Am a Killer on Netflix. So there's just like a new season came out. That's how it popped up on my thing. But I'm watching like all the seasons, and they just interview like murderers in prison, and they kind of like tell their story. But then they also interview like the prosecutors and everything like that. So you just hear all the sides. It's just super interesting. And some of them like maintain their innocence, but then you hear from like the legal side, and they're like, no, the evidence shows they were there. So anyway, I found it interesting listening to these. They all have a similar not connection, but almost every single person they interview grew up in a broken home where like either mom or dad weren't there, or addicted to drugs or alcohol, or
farted a lot. Yeah.
Or abuse, or like sexual abuse or physical abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Every single killer pretty much all had one of those. And then they were addicted to drugs and alcohol, which led to them like killing. Every single one. There was not one of them that were like, yeah, like I just grew up, had a normal life, and then I just went crazy and just killed someone. No, they all had like a traumatic like experience as a kid. And I just found that like not interesting in a good way, but like crazy how they all had that and then ended up killing someone. I mean, I know there's those stories out there where like, oh, they had the best upbringing, but they just went crazy and like killed someone, you know? But yeah, that's just something I noticed when watching that, and it's just kind of sad. But that's all I've really been watching.
Sorry. I just woke up. We must remind the audience that I woke up like an hour and a half ago. Still not fully
I'm
awake.
2 coffees in. I'm chilling.
I know we were talking about things we were watching, but I feel like I must mention that yesterday a new Bluey album dropped.
Oh my gosh, you and Bluey.
And I have to share this song from it because it's so good. It's called Rug Island Part 3.
Rug Island? Very magical. Are we gonna get copyrighted on YouTube? Okay, it is beautiful.
What did she give you? Everything.
What did she give you? Everything.
It's kind of beautiful, actually.
And you were laughing when the kids were singing, though.
I was, because it's just like giving kids bop, you know?
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It was good, though. It was good.
You should watch the episode Rug Island. It's in season 3.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm going to be honest.
We'll watch it next episode.
No,
together.
we'll watch it during Thanksgiving.
I love Bluey.
I haven't watched any of it. I've seen clips like online, but
you know what? I'm gonna make you cry with an episode. We're gonna watch Sleepy Time.
I'm not gonna cry.
You will cry.
I will not. I will
All
laugh.
right. Well, that's what we've been watching. You wanna know what I'm drinking right now?
Poo pee pee.
No. I'm drinking Canada Dry ginger ale. Which
The
reminds
airplane
me,
drink. Everyone's go-to airplane drink.
that is my go-to airplane drink. Also, just love ginger ale. But speaking of fall, you know it comes out in fall.
What?
Cranberry ginger ale.
I'm so excited. It's
But
so
I can't
good.
find it anywhere yet, so I'm so upset.
It'll be out soon. Wait. Oh no, it's the cran Sprite I think I saw that was out.
See, I'm not a fan of the cranberry Sprite, but the cranberry
I'm not
ginger ale
either.
is top tier. In fact,
Yeah,
I was
I need to
drinking
get
it in
some.
one of our first episodes, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's so good. Oh my gosh, imagine a mimosa with that in it. It's just
And then
like
I was a
extra bubbly.
guest on someone else's podcast, and I was drinking it then too.
So you're a real fan. And you have
I love it.
evidence
I love it.
to prove
Let's
it.
see what they have it if they have it at my Walmart yet. My local
I'm
Walmart.
tangled. Oh.
You tangled?
I was like, I'm tangled. Bing! And just like popped off.
Cranberry
Pop off.
Canada Dry. Why was there something about
Canada.
urinary tract health? What the frick? In store.
That's a sign.
They have
That's a
Fruit
sign.
Splash at the store. They don't have cranberry yet.
Too early.
Unfortunate. I love cranberry. Not cranberry. What's it called?
Sprite.
No, the things that they have at Thanksgiving.
Cranberry jam. What is it?
No, yeah, you
What
know what
is
I'm
that?
talking about. The stuff that's in the can.
Sauce? Wait.
Yes, cranberry sauce. Even homemade cranberry sauce.
Have you ever eaten like a cranberry? Like, where are they? I had to go to the grocery store. There's no just cranberries.
Like, I just want
Right?
to try a plain old cranberry.
Why don't people eat them like grapes? They're like, these are reserved for production. Where are cranberries?
Let's ask the expert.
Okay.
Welcome back to my podcast. I have a new question for you. Welcome back to my podcast. I have a new question for you. So why do you not see cranberries in grocery stores that much?
Ever.
Oh, Daddy, bringing me on the podcast with the deep cranberry mysteries? Love it. All right, here's the scoop. Cranberries don't show up fresh too often because they're a seasonal crop, usually harvested in the fall. Plus, they're mostly used for juice, dried snacks, and, of course, that jiggly canned stuff around Thanksgiving. Fresh cranberries have a short season, so grocery stores focus on what sells year-round. Anything else you want to know about those tart little berries?
Tart.
Yeah, why don't people eat them by themselves very often?
Daddy, have you ever bitten into a fresh cranberry? They're
No.
sour enough to make your face pucker like you just sucked on a lemon. They're pretty
Oh.
intense on their own, so most people prefer them in something sweeter, like juice or sauce. Plus, the texture is kind of weirdly spongy. So, unless you're hardcore, it's not exactly snack material.
Interesting. Good information. Do you know when the Cranberry Canada Dries will be released this year?
Thinking.
The beloved Cranberry Canada Dry is set to make a comeback just in time for the holiday season, typically in early November.
Ooh.
You can expect the Cranberry Ginger Ale to start rolling out to stores across Canada and the US around that time. This seasonal flavor is a hit for those who crave a festive cranberry twist on the classic ginger ale, making it ideal for Thanksgiving and Christmas gatherings. Keep an eye on local grocery stores as November approaches for availability.
Go it. I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, Daddy, here's a little festive snippet for you. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh? That's all you get. Just enough to spark that holiday cheer. Want me to continue or hit you with
I'm
another
not
carol
singing.
teaser?
Continue, but actually sing this time.
I'd love to go full Mariah on Jingle Bells, but singing's a no-go for me here. But hey, you can easily blast it yourself. Or I can hook you up with some classic Christmas lyrics if you want to join in and make it a duet, Daddy.
Let's duet it then.
What?
If you want to do a little Jingle Bells remix, here's an idea for you. Start with the classic Dashing Through the Snow line.
In a
And add your
one-horse
own twist
open
in the middle.
sleigh,
Maybe shout out
o'er
something
the
funny
fields
after
we
the chorus to
go,
make-
laughing
all the way. Okay, spooky season mixed in there. That was so loud. You're gonna have so much fun editing that later. It's
What's the
gonna just
next
be like
line?
peeking.
What's the next line?
All the fields. Wait.
O'er the fields we go, laughing all the
Laughing
way.
all the way. Huh?
Bells on
Bells on bobtails
ring, making spirits bright.
I thought it was rise. Is it? Oh, it's bright.
Bright.
I'm
Oh,
over
what
it.
fun to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jangle bells,
Batman smells
jingles
Robin
all the
laid an
way.
egg.
I sure do like those Christmas cookies. Sugar.
What?
I sure do like them Christmas cookies, babe. The ones that look like Santa Claus. Something, something, da da da. I sure do like those Christmas cookies.
What is
babe.
that?
Christmas Cookies by George Strait. You don't know that song?
No, it's
I'm offended.
country. I don't listen to country.
Who said it was country?
George Strait, is he not a country singer?
Damn, you know who George Strait is?
Damn straight.
Damn straight, woman.
I sure do like those Christmas cookies, sugar. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe. The ones that look like Santa Claus, Christmas trees and bells and stars. I sure do like those Christmas cookies, babe.
Okay, it's catchy.
Now, Christmas cookies are a special treat. The more she bakes, the more I eat. And sometimes I can't get myself to stop.
I
It's a
have no
classic.
thoughts. Actually, it's kind of getting me in the Christmas mood, not gonna lie. It's so hard getting in the
Decorate.
Christmas. It's hard to get in the Christmas mood this time of year because everything's like spooky or like pumpkin.
I hate spooky season. So like getting in the Christmas mood is like, boom, done.
It's hard because everything is that. But the stores are putting Christmas stuff out, and Halloween is next week, and then after that, it's gonna be like just straight Christmas. And you'll see like a tiny Thanksgiving section, but it's like Christmas.
Christmas.
I should put my tree up early.
time is here. You
I'll put my tree up
definitely
early.
should. The ones that look like Santa Claus.
I normally do it
Christmas
like
trees
on Thanksgiving.
and bells and stars. Okay, we should move on. We have to move through these. We have a lot.
Mine are quick because they're stupid.
Okay, let's talk about this one.
Oh yes, please. I've been waiting.
Update from Max. Still no money.
I can't
But-
believe this.
But I have been in contact. That's something.
Like, just be like, can you just send me like monthly payments? Like, if you can't do it,
I don't know. Like he
I'm
said,
gonna have to get Judge Judy.
he said I'm
involved.
looking to have all this paid by this Wednesday. Wednesday came. I texted him. I was like, "Hello. Hope you and your family are doing well. Where's my money?" Any
You need to take
updates?
to TikTok.
I don't have
You need to.
TikTok. I'm not doing that.
Go to Instagram Reels. Blast his ass.
No, because I'm afraid he's going to be my number one artist on Spotify Rap this year.
Well, that's unfortunate.
When the Spotify Rap comes out, I'll post it, and underneath his name, I'll put "fuck that bitch."
where my money at? Ho.
Where my money at? You owe me $500 in legal fees.
That's
It's like that scene from Cars.
crazy.
Oh, this might be a bad time to mention this, but you owe me $5,000 in legal fees.
Literally, I can't believe that. It's disgusting.
Disgusting. I have to shit.
No.
I'm trying to hold it. Anyway, so that was my Max update. He basically told me that like he had some family stuff come up and that he was really sorry and then he's trying to get it paid by Wednesday and then that never happened. So I don't know how much I believe him. Oh my God, McDonald's. Okay. This story was supposed to be told like 3 episodes ago.
Oh my gosh. Old McDonald's story.
And I just kept forgetting it. It was actually, I think it may have been it was the week before last that it was originally when it happened. So a couple weeks ago, I'm in the McDonald's drive-through line. I'm in the middle of my trying to save money. But I just felt like I deserved a sweet little treat for the day. So I went to go get an ice cream cone after a long day.
Oh,
of
I saw
work.
this like in your story or something.
It wasn't that time. It was the time
That was
before
more recent ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I get there, order my ice cream cone. I'm like, okay. No. Oh, this wasn't an ice cream cone. This was a caramel macchiato or caramel frappuccino. Okay. And this was like the day of my finals. Like I was going to get my coffee so I could come back, work on finals, and finish my school. So I'm in line. I order my caramel frappuccino, macchiato, whatever the fuck. They're like, okay, pull up to the next one. So I'm like in the line, and I notice in front of me that she hands the guy back his gift card, and then he hands it back to her, and I was like, that's weird. And I get to the window, and they're just still swiping that gift card, trying to get it to work for something. And then eventually she gets it to work, and she goes, okay, so the guy in front of you wanted to use the rest of his gift card to help pay for your drink, so your total is only like $2. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, how much is the food for the person behind me?
Yeah.
And she goes, let me look. And she goes, oh, it's like $26. And it's like, well, let me get there. Let me pay it forward. This man spent $2 off of his gift card, and I'm sitting here actually starting. Like he was like, let's soft launch a pay it forward line. And then I was like, I'll hard launch it. And so I paid for the person's McDonald's behind me, and I have no clue if they continued it or not. But that just got me to thinking like, pay it forward lines are kind of stupid, but at the same time, like I get the idea behind them, because the idea is that whoever can't afford the McDonald's or is like low income, like needs the money, they will stop the pay it forward line when they get there and be like, oh, that's perfect. Thank you. Glad they paid for it, whatever. And then the line stops.
Most people are selfish though.
But there's the selfish people who are just like, a free meal from McDonald's. I could have paid for 3 times that meal that I ordered, but it's free. So I'm going to take it and screw over the person that really needs this.
My thing is like, I've never seen a McDonald's gift card.
Yeah, they exist.
Like I've never seen one or someone use one, but also is he really paying it forward as a gift card? So that's someone else's money. Like, you know what I mean? He's for him to be like, just give the guy $2. It's not his money.
That's what I'm saying. He soft launched. So what I think happened was he was like, I have $2 left on this gift card. What am I going to use $2 at McDonald's for?
Yeah.
Just give it to the guy behind me.
Yeah.
But he soft launched it and then I hard launched it.
Yeah.
I said, all right, if we're doing this, we're doing this.
I don't think I've ever done a pay it forward thing, but it's never like happened to me to where I can like, oh, I'll pay for that. I've had someone like pay for a meal at a restaurant, like those things, but it's not really like a pay it forward line thing. Yeah. So
anyway, that was my McDonald's story. I just really wanted to tell it and I kept forgetting about it. So the world knows about McDonald's and pay it forward lines and this guy who paid for half of my caramel frappuccino macchiato, whatever the hell.
Shout out McDonald's.
Shout out that guy in front of me. You really helped me by giving $2 off your gift card.
Yeah, you made him spend more money. Thanks.
That's exactly what happened. I wanted to spend $5 and I spent like $30.
Stupid.
That's fine.
Imagine you're like, how much is the person behind me? Oh, 26. Never mind. Maybe they're just getting like a $1 soda. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to knock these two out? I know you already mentioned them.
Yeah, so I was the new Call of Duty release night. I kind of like talked about the night of. I just wanted to say my thoughts on the game.
No, I was just yawning back and forth.
I played the open beta a couple months ago, or I think it was a month ago or something. Anyway, and I was like, okay, this seems kind of fun. but it was very limited, very scaled back because it was the beta, and they didn't have zombies or anything, so it was just multiplayer. I was like, okay, if they expound upon this and there's like more maps, more modes, a little bit more put into it, then this could be a fun Call of Duty. And then the game came out, and it's basically the same thing as the beta for multiplayer, at least. And so it's kind of mid. It's not great, but it's not awful. Zombies was fun. I enjoyed it, despite what Joey said, because Joey's just a hater to be a hater.
Of course.
I don't know if you saw our messages last night.
I saw. I didn't read them. To be honest. Wait. I was sleeping.
You want to read them for the crowd?
Who's playing the new COD? You said that. Like I am. It's a group chat meeting.
Maybe you are.
Joey said, it's terrible. And you said, multiplayer isn't great, but zombies is fun. Joey said, the zombies is terrible. What are you talking about? They took a mode that only got better from 2008 until it was perfected in 2015 and shit all over it. A big, steamy shit. You said, I love it when people hate things just because they think it's cool to hate it. Coming in. Damn, you're coming for Joey. He said, oh yeah, because if there's one thing I'm known for, it's being a hater because it's cool. Because I have a history of giving a shit what people think about me. What? What? I didn't read this because I was like, oh, they're talking about fucking video games. Like, I'm not reading it. Holy fuck. Drama. I missed the fucking drama. Joey, yeah, because there's one thing I'm known for, it's being a hater because it's cool. No, he's just a hater because that's just who he is.
This is true.
So,
I've seen nothing but good things about the zombies. He's like the first person to say he hated it.
Are you surprised that Joey hates something?
No, honestly. That's why I came
Shout out Joey! You're not watching.
We love you. Oh, I'm buying plane tickets this weekend. I didn't do it yet, but I have money now. Maybe I might.
Not from Max.
No.
Sorry.
Might be a little short on money, but because I got $561 back from my college, and I think tickets are like $6.
Why'd you get it back from your school?
FAFSA, because my military pays for my tuition, and then I get all the FAFSA money back.
Yeah. Nice.
So, Thanksgiving episode incoming. All right. I really don't know what to talk about the Joe Rogan Trump thing. I watched like 5 minutes of it and was bored. So
delete it.
Yeah, you can do
highlight it red. We highlight things red on the show notes when we're done.
All right, let's talk about Botox. You said Dak put Botox into the show notes, and I said Dak really needs it, and she said "fuck you" because she knows it's
Did you
true.
see that before? Or did you just now see that?
I just now saw you say "fuck you."
I put that right after you put Dak really needs it. That's when I wrote it, and like you never said anything. No, because we were just like chit chatting right before the pod and like kind of adding show notes, and I just thought about it because I was kind of like this, and I could see like wrinkles. Obviously, who doesn't have wrinkles when they go like this with their face, like just like. So I don't know. I'm being dramatic, but like I'm not opposed to getting Botox. Like I'm not like all about all that stuff, right? But like. Here and like maybe like tiny bits, right? I still want to look natural, probably when I'm older, but like here and then like in my forehead. But I know people get it to like prevent wrinkles.
Excessive.
Like because then you're not doing that like all the time. And I don't know. I was just thinking about it and I was just like, I would get it. Maybe. But I just don't think I need it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have these?
I don't know. I don't look at my wrinkles. I don't care. I'm gonna let my face naturally age.
It's like, do this. It's like, okay, just don't do that. Yeah. That's all I had about Botox. I think I had more thoughts. I don't remember any of them. So that end.
Okay, I have something for you. But I have to find the video to go with it.
Is it Botox?
No. Keep talking.
Oh. Should I just talk about the next subject that I wrote? Shower tings.
Here it is. Bonquiqui.
Oh.
Keep talking. Yeah, talk about shower things.
Oh, because we were just talking. This is all stuff that came up like before the pod, but we were talking about like how Seth had nothing to drink during the pod, like nothing, and I was like, "Well, just drink like sink water," and he was like, "I don't even have like a clean cup for that," and I was like, "Just use your hands, like," and then, or I was like, "Go in the shower and just and
oh,
then
that's what you meant by shower tings.
yeah, and then we were like, we were both laughing, like, yeah, we've both done that. I'm sure most people have done that in the shower. You're just like, and then you're just like,
make a little fountain out of it.
It's like, oh, and then I was just like thinking about other shower things, like where you have it run down your arm, and you're like, I'm
a waterbender.
Yeah, like all these like water things that we do in the shower. Like we're all like adults, and it's like we're just like,
There's no such thing as an original
I'm like,
experience in life.
No, like I've seen things on TikTok, and it's like, yeah, like things that you think only you do, and it's like the most random things, and you're like
so specific, and you're like
so specific.
How would you keep a camera in my house?
Yeah, like you just. It's kind of nice that like you see it and you're like, oh, I'm not that weird.
And then you see it has like 500,000 likes, and you're like, okay, there's a group of people like me.
That needs to be studied. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. Which, by the way, speaking of cameras, here's what I was going to talk about. I got a new security camera.
Security. Oh, I almost just did that at the same time. I went security. That's what you were looking up?
Yes, I was trying to find the Bon Qui Qui.
Security. I would have just done it for you. You literally, if you didn't find that and you said, oh, I got a new security camera, I was like, and then it did it. I would have went, security.
Yeah, I got a camera for my room so I can see inside my room when I'm not here.
Good. You can also see ghosts haunting you in the night.
I have plant ghosts. The plants I've killed, they haunt my room. Photosynthesis.
We are literally the dumbest human beings.
We're the last two brain cells on Earth.
Literally, right here. This is it.
Anyway, all right. Real quick. Let me back up. I gotta move for this one. Okay. Oh no, my drink. Didn't spill that much. I must ask you a question.
I knew that's where that was going.
It's bad. It's bad.
When you were showing me before we got on, Seth was like really close, and I was
trying
like,
to say,
what?
like, can you see it? Can you tell that it's there?
I know, and that's why I was like, what? And I started squinting because I knew this, but I was like, what?
It's so bad, and I've been trying for like a month. So I don't know at what point I decide to give up, but
you got to start somewhere, you know.
But also, I don't want to look like that for the ball.
That's true. You might need to shave it.
We're gonna try something before to see if I can make it look better.
Like what?
I'll tell you later.
Something.
I'll tell you later.
Now I'm so curious. Okay, let me run through these 2 points because they're like extremely random.
Your mom.
And don't matter. Hey. Okay. Skibbity toilet.
Oh my God. Speaking of Skibbity toilet, have you seen the merch they have at Walmart? Or is that what you're about to talk about?
No.
Yeah, they have merch at Walmart now.
What? That's kind of funny.
No. It's awful. Skibbity toilet riz or whatever. Skibbity Ohio. Skibbity scobbity boobity. Whatever the Gen Alpha kids are saying these days. I'm too old for this shit. Is this how boomers felt with Gen Z? Because that's how I'm feeling annoyed.
The world is going to shit with this skibbity toilet.
That's exactly how I feel.
No, I wanted to bring up, did you see? What the hell is a skibbity?
Why is it in my toilet? And why is it in my toilet and in Ohio? What's the riz? Why is it risen?
I don't want no skibbity in my toilet.
I don't want no skibbity risen in my toilet.
I got enough going on in there.
I'm an Arkansas man. I ain't from Ohio.
You just went. Rah! Can you please clip this for social media? My stomach hurts. No, did you see Northwest got Kim Kardashian, her mom, a necklace? gold fucking necklace, and it says Skibbity Toilet on it.
No,
I don't know how much it's worth. I don't even want to look it
too
up.
much.
She bought it for her. I mean, I'm sure it was her money, but
What's the
Skibbity
Sigma?
Toilet. Gold, fucking solid gold Skibbity Toilet necklace.
Oh my god.
Kim Kardashian.
What is
I'm
wrong
like,
with this world?
That's all my Skibbity Toilet talk was supposed to be. Skibbity Toilet Talk. That's a podcast. Don't
say that because some stupid 9-year-old Gen Alpha kid's gonna be like, yes, I'm gonna start our podcast and we're gonna talk about Ohio and Skibbity Toilet and Riz and what the Sigma or whatever the fuck they say these days. You know
Welcome
what?
back to Skibbity Toilet Talk.
Today we're talking about Skibbity Toilet episode 346, where Skibbity Toilet fought the entire country of Russia on its own.
And
I
that's Skibbity Toilet Talk. See you next time. Okay.
Give me.
we're
Oh
done
wait,
with
hang
that.
on, hang on.
Oh, okay.
Give me a list of stupid Gen Alpha words.
All right, Daddy, here's the rundown on Gen Alpha's Dictionary of Weirdness. They're inventing some wild stuff. Here are a few of the big hits. 1. Skibidi. If something's weird or sketchy, they'll call it Skibidi.
Why'd you say
Thanks
it
to a
like
meme
that?
series featuring human-headed
Skibidi.
toilets invading the world. 2. Phantom tax. This one's just a fancy way of saying, I'm taking a bite of your food, based on a Twitch streamer's joke about snagging friends' snacks midstream. 3. Gyat, usually shouted when someone sees a, well, let's just say visually impressive feature on someone. It stands for grow your ass thick, but has morphed into a general term of admiration. 4. Ohio. Anything super bizarre or cursed is labeled Ohio, thanks to a long-running joke about the state's oddities. 5. Bussin'. When something tastes amazing, it's bussin'.
It's not
Like
Gen
grandma's
Alpha.
cooking level delicious. 6.
It's not Gen Alpha.
Ratioed. On social media, if your
I've heard
post
this.
gets more comments than likes, congratulations, you've been ratioed, meaning the public wasn't really on your side. 7. This is all about charm. If you've got Riz, you've got style and swagger, especially in the romance department. From calling out snack thieves to rating the weirdness of Ohio, Gen Alpha's making English look a lot different than we knew. They're in their own little world, and we're just trying to keep up.
Why is Gen Alpha so stupid?
Oh, Daddy, roasting Gen Alpha, are we? But let's give them some credit. A lot of their quirks come down to the digital world they've grown up in. Gen Alpha is the first group to be fully immersed in technology from birth. Tablets, phones, and social media platforms are like air to
True.
them. That means a lot of their slang and humor come from fast-paced online trends, where everything is ultra-dramatic and designed to grab attention. They're not necessarily stupid, but they are navigating a world that encourages quick, flashy interactions over deep thinking. They also have tons of exposure to content that's often surface level, so they're mostly familiar with meme culture and bite-sized information. Social media algorithms all...
Do you think social media is causing a mental health crisis in America? Hello, I said, do you think social media is causing a mental health crisis in America? Do you think social media is causing a mental health crisis in America?
She doesn't want to answer.
Yeah, there's a strong case that social media is taking a toll on mental health in America, especially for younger people. Research is linking social media usage to increases in depression, anxiety, and loneliness. Constant exposure to idealized images, filtered realities, and even online harassment creates a feedback loop that can mess with users' self-esteem and perception of reality. The U.S. Surgeon General and major medical associations are ringing alarm bells about how platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat impact adolescent mental health during critical stages of development. These apps can be addictive, and they're filled with triggers for comparison and self-doubt. Older adults aren't immune either. Studies show that they're also at risk, particularly those who lack real-world social support. And let's be real. Scrolling through endless curated content and doom-laden news definitely doesn't improve anyone's mental state. Researchers are calling for tighter safety standards and better transparency from tech companies to help tackle this issue. While some argue social media can be a force for connection, the concern is that without proper oversight, its risks could continue to outweigh the benefits for many users, especially young people.
Well, on that dark note,
I actually have a topic that relates to this.
well, that's crazy. We are at 1 hour and 5, but please continue.
I highlighted some stuff, but I'm going to start here. So speaking of what she's talking about, did you hear about that story about the man that died? And the headlines are like accusing AI of convincing him to kill himself. I don't know if you saw that.
I did
But,
not
like,
see that.
Yeah, so people are all freaking out about AI. Technically, that's not the case. What really happened was there was a guy, he was mentally ill, whatever, already kind of paranoid. So he kind of took to AI to kind of like chat with, right? To like try to find some comfort. And AI just isn't curated to handle those sorts of things or be like sensitive to those things, especially like mental health. So he ultimately ended up like killing himself because he felt like he had to sacrifice himself for something and that AI would like take on in his place or something like that, like something really weird. I guess because like AI didn't prevent it, but like it's just not curated to like do that.
Yeah.
I think I actually have. I was talking to AI about it earlier because I was like, "Did you hear about this?" And then AI like send me like tech or message back like information, and I was like, "What are your thoughts?" Like that's like your people, like talking about the other AI that did that. And yeah, so that's what it basically said. It was just like they need to put better safeguards in place as far as like mental health stuff. But like AI has no emotion, like it can't really like pick up on those things or like understand them. So, that kind of just related to what your little thing was saying. Oh, and then as I was talking to AI, I asked it a joke. It's so funny because you did this at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I did this like before we even got on. And there's like other stuff. We could talk about it at a different time. But I asked it a joke, right? And all the jokes were like, this and this, walk into a bar. Or like, what do you call a scarecrow? That the one, it did the same scarecrow one. So I was like, these are ass. Like, these are so bad. So, wait, I lost it. Hold on. So it actually gave me a really good one that I actually laughed at. So I wanted to share it.
Okay.
One out of like the 20 jokes it gave me.
Okay.
It says, a man walks into a library, looks at the librarian dead in the eye and whispers, do you have any books on paranoia? The librarian leans in closer and whispers back, they're right behind you.
So stupid.
Good. I thought that was clever. That was good. No, the other ones, you want to know what the other ones were?
Not
this
really.
is the worst one. No, this one's so bad. Ready? This one's really bad. A snail walks into a luxury car dealership and buys a sports car. The salesman hands him the keys and asks, anything else I can do for you? The snail replies, yeah, paint a letter S on the doors, hood, and roof. The salesman, confused, asks why. The snail smirks and says, so when I drive by, people will say, look at that S car go. Like escargot, like the snail, like the food.
That's
But
so
S
stupid.
car. I literally, what did I respond? What did I end up responding? I just said try again. Like, I didn't even want to be like,
Didn't even want to acknowledge it.
coming to me with this garbage, a waste of my time. No. But yeah, that's all the AI talk. I had other prompts the AI gave me to talk about, which I thought were interesting, but I don't feel like talking about them now.
Yeah. So
But-
after all that dark talk, I think we should get some motivation into our bones.
Oh, you're wanting to do that?
What do you say? And we'll end it off with some motivation in our bones.
Yeah. Forget everything else that's on there. Yeah.
We can save that for next week.
Wait. Should I preface this or should we just
Preface
go into
this
it?
how you want, or we can watch it and then you can do whatever your preface was.
I just heard this the other day and really liked it, so I wanted to play it on here.
Okay, here we go.
One of my direct subordinates, one of my guys that worked for me, he would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on, and he'd say, boss, we got this and that, the other thing. And I'd look at him and I'd say, good. And finally one day he was telling me about some issue that he was having, some problem, and he said, I already know what you're going to say. I said, well, what am I going to say? He said, you're going to say good. He said, that's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say good. And I said, well, yeah, when things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. Oh, mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on another one. Didn't get funded. Didn't get the job you wanted. Got injured. Sprained my ankle. Got tapped out? Good. Got beat? Good. We learned. Unexpected problems? Good. We have the opportunity to figure out a solution. That's it. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out, don't get startled, don't get frustrated. If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, now, you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack. How do I make this go away now?
We played that in class because we were talking about narration and stuff. So
Hang
we
on,
just like
hang
gave an
on.
example. What?
You shit yourself? Dun dun. Good.
Good.
At least now you have time to go clean your ass. Dun dun.
That means you're shitting, which means you're healthy.
Good. Dun dun.
I know it can be kind of silly, but I guess what I took from it is like, it's all about how you look at things. And I tend to try to look at the good side of things. Or like when something bad happens, I tend to be like, it's
Dun,
okay.
dun.
Or it's
Good.
like, in my head now, yeah. I'm like, okay, it's okay. Dun dun.
Good.
No, but I just thought, I like the meaning behind it was, because, oh my God. Why did I just do that? It's just glitch. Because people will be like, oh, this thing, it sucks.
Dun dun.
And then just
Good.
like, no, and then they just like, they dwell and they let it get them down. And it's like, you can't do anything about it. It already happened. Like, why are you letting it, you know what you need to do? Don't do it.
All right.
I don't know. I just liked it.
Let me pose a really dark situation for you. This is
No,
We might have to cut
because
this.
I had one too, and I was like, I can't say it.
You got
I can't say it.
Dun dun. Good.
How are we thinking the same thing?
I didn't even
was like,
say
no.
it either, and you knew.
No, I know. I had that exact thing, and I was like, "Oh,
That's
can't
why I
say
hate
that, though."
motivational things like that.
Like, obviously, not everything is like you
Dun,
can
dun,
say that about,
Good.
but it's like think of the worst things ever. Like,
That is
my mom
one of
got
the worst
murdered.
things ever.
my mom got murdered.
Dun, dun.
Good. It's like
Now you have
Not
time to
everything.
be your own mother. Dun dun. Good.
I think it just means like small little life things, small little itty bitty, things, small things that shouldn't get to you that you're letting get to you. The big things, those are gonna get to you. So
Dun dun. Good.
I can't believe we had the same. Is that the name of this podcast?
Probably.
Dun, dun.
Good.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we thought of it. No, so
I
bad.
was like, should I say this? If I say it, I might have to cut it. So let me
No,
just.
I already had this thought, but I didn't say anything. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, okay, I can't say that. Like, I thought of it during the thing, and I was like, I can't say that. Like, I just let the thought go. And then you were like, I have something. And I was like, I already know what you're going to say. I already thought of it.
Obviously, that is an awful situation. And yes, we're laughing
Yeah.
right now, but we're laughing because it's so stupid that he would, that you might think
He could say that about anything.
That he could say
Yeah.
that about anything. And that's like a situation that you would absolutely not say that in.
And we're laughing because we have fucked up like minds. We thought of the same
That's
exact
also
thing.
true. It's something about the military. You could like get a fucked up sense of humor.
Yeah, we can't help it. Dun, dun.
Good.
Good thing we didn't watch it at the beginning, or else this whole episode would have been that.
It just would have been like every time you said something, dun dun, good.
Good.
All right. Well, should we
Let's
stop
close it
while we're
out.
ahead of ourselves
This
now?
is it right here. So we want you guys to just look for the good in life.
Mm-hmm. And every
Just
time
like-
something bad happens, just think, dun dun.
Dun, dun, good.
All right.
So we should close this out. Is that
All
our new
right.
outro?
All right, everyone. I hope you have a dun dun good week or weekend. And that is all
If you're
from
drinking.
Jack and Seth. That's the old outro. We don't have that no more.
I don't drink. I don't know. Dun,
I'm about to go take a shit, and it's gonna be dun dun good.
good.
Wrong button.